Hey, kill a luna mai. Hey, kill a luna mai.
Is beautiful to have us here in your home and your property. And let's tell the audience where we are right now, because your language is so beautiful and I'm not good at it. I'm learning. So why don't you tell the audience where we are?
Right now we're in Waimea on Mana Road, which is very, very popular in Waimea. And I'm surrounded by homestead ranches and private-owned ranches, and I'm actually on part of my dad's ranch right now, which he subdivided for his children. So I have a sister and 2 other brothers, so we all live right next door to each other.
All on this property that you're seeing right here.
Yes,
correct?
We live like 5 acres apart from each other. And then across the street is our bullpen, and 300 acres.
Wow.
So
I just think your culture is so beautiful. Your language equally beautiful. So let's get back to what it is that you do. You're a horse whisperer.
correct.
And also you massage as well.
Yes.
Now tell me why you do, or why the massage, and what is it that you do with the horse whispering?
Well, I do 2-legged people twice a week,
Okay.
and I
Well, we are animals too. We're just upright.
yes, but I do medical massage. So I do a lot of referrals from the hospital, from the medical field, and I do specific injuries. And same with horses, except on a bigger margin. Muscle mass is
Right.
bigger, but it's very similar to the human body. But I do horses twice a week, and a lot of the horses I work on are from rodeo horses, roping horses, dressage, polo, cutting horses, and also just family pets, you know.
Now, do you work from a more intuitive aspect of it, just the inner knowledge of what is going on, or do you use more medical Western?
A bit of a combination. But when you feel the body, when you first assess the horse and do a spine check, that tells you right away almost where they are out, or if something is going on, if they have an injury, or why are they that way. And that, from that moment, it'll tell you. And of course you do a walkabout before that, so you can see their footing and just see how they are, if they're holding or what. And the horse will normally tell me a little bit too and guide me as I'm working.
Right, and same thing with the human. When you're working on the human for massage, I would think that would be more intuitive as well, correct?
Correct.
Because you can feel on a human being the body temperature. If it's really hot in that area, that means that there's injury. Is it the same thing with the horse?
Yes.
Okay.
Except in a larger margin.
Right.
Yes.
And then the massaging is for what purpose in the polo and all of the other activities that you mentioned?
What it does is I move all the toxins out of the body to help faster healing, increase blood flow, circulation, restoring, that the weakness in their areas.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really is cutting all the toxins out of the body. That's
Right.
really what it is, and replenishing the muscles so that they can heal. And once you do that and you move these lesions away from the muscles, then fresh blood flow and oxygen can get to these areas for proper healing, where they can function 100%. But I'm going to usually start with a horse from his pole back. So I'm going to do a spine check, and that tells me where he's hurting, because my fingers will pick up a certain vibe from him,
right.
or I'll feel a different nerve ending or something. They get like congestion like a human. They also get like maybe even like a headache from time to time. And a lot of times when they play with another horse, you see them, they're jostling on the neck.
Right.
And they're actually trying to adhere stuff in their own necks when they do that. And so when I do this, let me have him have his neck a little bit. Yeah, thank you. So normally he doesn't like anything on his head or what. So I'm just going to have him just calm down and let me rock him, and let him know that it's okay.
Hey Chris.
Hi.
Thank you so much for allowing us to come all the way up to this beautiful countryside. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And you are the operations manager, and I cannot pronounce the name of the ranch, so please do it for me.
The ranch is it is a family operation, and the name of the ranch is Ponoholo. Ponoholo.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been at the ranch for 17 years. I've been the operations manager for the last 4.
And what are some of the duties that you have to work at to get this done?
I'm responsible for all operations, but whether it be livestock or mechanical, or pretty much just the day-to-day operations of the entity. That entails herd management, as well as equipment and facilities and personnel as well.
Right, and so one of the reasons why we wanted to talk with you today was because we had recently done a show on Walmart, and Walmart is asking their suppliers to change the way that they treat their animals for slaughter, because we are human beings, we do have to eat the meat. So when I came to Hawaii last year, I noticed how all the cattle were free ranging, and that's something that your ranch does, correct?
Yes, we're for about the last 30 years we've employed what we call holistic resource management philosophy. So we're a grass-based operation. We're a cow-calf operation, so we're looking to produce calves. So we have our herds of mother cows, and we breed them and then market the cows.
But you don't just market them after they're done. You ship them to the mainland. But some of them. But I want to talk about how you do that, because it's different than anything I had ever heard. So can you go into that for me?
The shipping?
Yes, the process.
Yeah. Well, so we raise the cows from when they're born, and then we'll wean them anywhere from 6 to 9 months of age, and then we'll keep them here for a while to after weaning, just to get over that transition, and then for our operation, about 90% of our, well, 80% of our cows would go to the mainland to be finished in various regions of the mainland. So the shipping part of it itself, they can go either on a boat to the west coast or on an airplane. So we have a couple of options there.
But there is a difference in the way that they're treated in transport, and that's what I wanted to touch on.
Sure. Being that it's a relatively long being that it takes from here to the west coast on an ocean-going vessel is a 6 to 8 day process. So
That's incredible.
Whereas trucking it's very different from where you see a semi-truck going down the road, because it's a semi-truck, it's a maximum of a 24-hour trip. So the industry here has developed shipping containers that they have water in them, and a stock tender goes with the animals to make sure that they do well.
Yeah, so the whole goal of that is to not stress the animal
Absolutely.
out, to make sure that it's treated, with humanity,
Yeah,
with
that's
care.
correct. That's correct. It's
yeah.
We're very much probably our top priority is to operate either here on the island or with whatever process the animals are going through, whether it's transporting or when they reach the mainland, to have as low a stress environment as possible.
Right. And so once it gets to the mainland, where does it go? Does it go to a Walmart, or which?
Yes, it's very much possible. We do have some marketing alliances that go to specific stores. A lot of our cattle go into the Country Natural Beef program, which is based in the Pacific Northwest. So a lot of that goes to either Whole Foods or New Seasons in the Northwest. And then some animals that go to Texas would go into more of a commodity type of marketing system. So that could end up in Walmart, or a lot of them may end up in your other larger retailers.
I think the Whole Foods would be in collaboration with the whole way of the more humane treatment of these animals. We are so grateful to all the people that made this interview happen today. Thank you so much from all parts of our hearts here at the Global Rescuers. This is Kimberly reminding you that we're not just a show, we are a movement. We'll see you next time. Mahalo.